All right, hello.
Hi, everyone.
Welcome everyone to the Planet Comics YouTube channel, the
Weird.
Comic Talk Planet Comics
We'll also
YouTube
post it
channel.
on Facebook, though.
Yeah, it will go on Facebook. It's
But,
for everybody,
yeah.
but pre-recorded, not live, which means we can't talk directly
We
to you
can't
people.
banter with them.
Can't banter with our people. But this is a very special occasion because this upcoming Saturday, is Free Comic Book Day, and that's why we're here. And
Yes.
I'm very excited because I've never gotten to work a Free Comic Book Day before.
Neither have I, so I think we're going to be thrown into the fire.
It's going to be a lot.
Yeah.
And so what we're going to do here is we're going to show off some of the mini titles that you can come down to Planet Comics Anderson or Greenville and pick up. And we have 2 from DC, 3 from Marvel, and a handful of indies from everyone else, because they're all coming out swinging. Everyone, this is the best time for new readers.
Mhm.
Everyone has something.
Yeah,
pretty much.
It's a lot of introductions. It's a lot of anthologies, and a lot of a couple of number ones too that they're giving out for free as a preview to the series. So a little bit of everything, which is really cool.
A couple of big events too.
Oh yeah,
pretty much every big company has a big event, and that's their way to get people into this event.
Welcome.
They're hyping up this some of these events, both Marvel and DC are, at least like it would be like a movie.
Yeah,
like Endgame or Infinity War was.
Yeah, this
That's
is like
the
maybe the after credits kind of look into what's coming.
Yeah, a little preview. And so we're gonna go right off
kind of like normal,
normal, starting off with DC. Speaking of movies, we have the League of Super Pets. I thought I've been calling it the Legion of Super Pets. That would make them evil.
Yeah,
that'd make them evil.
That would make them super.
And so you flip it on the back. This is a tie-in promotional book for the League of Super Pets movie coming out July 29th, starring The Rock and Kevin Hart.
I don't hate any of this.
You don't hate any of it?
No, this looks amazing.
Are you familiar with it? Because these pets are canon. The majority of these pets.
I saw a trade out there. Yeah.
The majority of these characters exist in the DC universe.
That's so good.
We have Superman's actual super dog, Crypto the super dog, who had a cartoon as well. And then you have Kevin Hart is playing Ace the Bat Hound.
Ace the Bat Hound.
Who's just a dog.
Yeah.
Just like Batman's just a man. Ace is just a dog.
He's just a dog.
But he's a loyal dog. He's he's Batman's best friend. I mean, what more can you say? I as someone who spends a lot of time at the movie theater, I know this movie's going to be very popular.
Oh yeah.
Because kids are going to love it.
Plus it's a tie into any superhero film too. It's
any superhero film, yeah. And inside this book, I like the art because you get to see some of the drawn versions of their versions of these characters. So there's a unique design for Jessica Cruz up there.
Oh, cool.
Cyborg's got a half afro kind of thing going on.
Yeah.
It looks like it might be a fun time.
That's cool.
I'm really looking forward to the actual movie, and that'll be a fun. If you're excited for the movie, or if your kids are excited for the movie, that's a good one to pick up.
Yes.
Well, actually, yeah, because everyone's getting these Marvel and DC books.
Yeah, so that's a big thing probably to mention early on. It's the Marvel and DC books. You guys can get every single title we have. We have 5 of them, I believe. And then for the indie stuff, you can only get a select few, which we'll mention when that starts.
Yeah,
but you will definitely be getting this.
Yeah, you will be getting Go League of Super Pets. And now, so the big one for DC, they've been hyping up for a little over a year now. Since I've started doing the show, since I started working here, I've been talking about DC has a big event coming. I know it. I can feel it in my bones. I know DC. And here it is, Dark Crisis number 1, number 0, actually. Look at that.
Oh wow.
So we had the Death of the Justice League, which is the first little prelude, and then this is the next step. So the Justice League have been taken out. They are dead. All the main A-list heroes dead. The only ones left are Hal Jordan, Green Lantern, and Wally West, the Flash.
Dang,
that's it. John Stewart, Green Lantern, gone. Batman, Superman, Wonder Woman, gone.
That's brutal.
All of them taken out. Green Arrow, Black Canary, gone. No, so it's up to the legacy heroes, which is what Dark Crisis is all about. The tagline for Dark Crisis is that it's all about legacy. And DC is a big, they always champion their legacy characters. And so legacy is a big theme in DC in general. And so for our legacy heroes they're showing off here is we have Jace Fox Batman from I Am Batman. We have Yara Flor Wonder Girl from the Wonder Girl series and Trial of the Amazons. And John Kent Superman, who's been taking the world by storm lately with Son of Kal-El. Everyone loves John. Even you love John.
Oh, I love John so much. Yeah, absolutely.
And so if you want just crazy action, like I said, like a movie, then this is pretty much it. It's got everything you want. If you're a big Nightwing fan, I know Nightwing is going to be a key player in this. The artwork is incredible. Look at that shot of Wally. Man, I am so excited to read this. I'm just going to cheat. I'm reading this the moment we stop recording.
Yeah, that's fair.
A
couple of titles I have
too.
The
2-page spreads are incredible, showing off all the legacy characters here. This is definitely what DC, and the fact this is their Free Comic Book Day choice. They want everyone in on this.
Yeah.
And the fact that it's also for comic book day means that you can pick it up, and even though you didn't read Death of the Justice League, or you didn't read Infinite Frontier, or Justice Incarnate, all these little things that have been building up, you get more out of it if you read those. But you can start right here, pick this bad boy up when you come down for Free Comic Book Day, and you're just in.
Yeah.
Like everything, like whatever you don't know, the characters also probably don't know. You'll learn with them as it goes on.
Okay. Yeah.
I'm ready.
Yeah, that's really exciting.
So that's all we got for DC. Then we're gonna move on to Marvel, starting off with Marvel Voices. Now, Marvel Voices is a little mini series, sort of like sub-series they do, where featuring off their more, let's see, like
different cultural,
different cultural
icons and stuff
like that. So like I know they've done like Marvel Legacy or Marvel Voices for
they had a Black History Month
Black History Month one,
like, Black superheroes. And
next
such.
one coming up, we have the Gay Pride one, or the Pride Month in general for everyone on that spectrum. I'm really looking forward to like what they do for that.
Yeah,
because there's not a lot of characters that they really get to show off much. But Pride Month, they bring them out.
Yeah,
it's always cool to see who they got. You know, got Hulkling and Wiccan as always, and then you have. This is just a general Marvel Voices issue. It's not, just Black History or just Pride Month or anything like that.
It's a compilation of the. Oh, okay, I didn't know that.
It's all their more minority voices that don't get to be heard enough. So that's what this is showing off here.
This is a nice sampling. You can get that for free.
Whoa! Free Comic Day, magical.
Free.
And then you have SpiderMan and Venom. I know that's going to be a popular one.
Venom.
We got a lot of it too. Venom. SpiderMan and Venom.
Plus a bonus all-out Avengers story.
Oh, man.
Yeah, a lot of these have plus these kinds of stories.
And it's perfect because you pick this up. Again, you're not reading Spider-Man right now, although you could be to start with number one.
Yeah, number one.
But you're not reading Venom right now. Venom. This leads directly into a cliffhanger that says to be continued in Venom.
My God.
Just a little taste of what's happening, with the symbiotes and like their other planet and all that.
Yeah.
I said symbiotes again because that cartoon has tainted me.
Yeah, I just think that's right.
It sounds right to me. That's what I'm used to.
Yeah. We got one more, right?
Last up, this is we saw Dark Crisis was DC's big event. Here is Marvel's. We have Judgment Day. The end is near. They originally announced this as Avengers versus X-Men, which we already had before, but now it's a triple threat. It's Avengers versus X-Men versus the Eternals.
That's stressful.
We got the heroes versus the mutants versus the gods.
Wow. Yeah. I feel like that's kind of productive.
They've been, Marvel heroes, you can't stop them from fighting. You keep them in a room long enough, someone's going to say something someone doesn't like, and they're just going to go to war. Marvel's all about their wars.
They're very human human heroes.
Whether they be secret or civil, there's always a lot of wars. Yeah. That's what Marvel likes. DC has Crisis, Marvel has wars. And then they've been talking about the Hellfire Gala. That's where this is going to start.
Oh, okay.
It's going to be like the Hellfire Club is the
X-Men thing, right?
It's a faction in X-Men. In X-Men. And so the Hellfire Gala is going to be a big party held, and everyone's going to be there. And they've shown off at treating it like a real gala. They show off everyone's uniform or outfit.
So cool.
Like Spider-Man has a special suit, and everyone's got special
Especially
suits.
After the Met Gala just happened.
Yeah, the Met Gala just happened. They hype it up like you would, or like people have been hyping up the Met Gala.
Yeah.
And so we're going to see in this issue what goes wrong and why is the end coming to Marvel.
A big superhero party is never going to be a good thing.
No.
It's never
a gathering of superheroes. If it's a wedding, if it's a party, it's just someone's probably going to die.
Something terrible is going to happen.
Dr. Doom's going to show up or somebody.
Yeah.
So that one is their big one. Figure out why these famous supergroups are coming together to duke it out once more.
And again, with all of these that we just showed, you get all of them. So the DC and the Marvel, if interested, you can have all 5 of those titles, but you should try something new out.
Yeah, it's something for everybody.
Yeah.
I think everyone kind of has like a role there, except for that one key DC book that we didn't get, unfortunately. I would have loved it, but DC had 3 titles, which is worth noting.
Yes, yeah. Well, next up is indies and miscellaneous stuff. So out of this stack I'm about to show, there's actually going to be a few more titles that we have not received yet that are going to be included. So this is just a nice sampling of what is to expect.
Because everyone has come out for Free Comic Day. It's such a big deal, in the comic industry. And we mean everyone has come out for this because there's names that we haven't talked about in a while.
Yeah.
And they're here for this. Oh, wow.
Yeah, totally. The first one I'm going to talk about that I'm really excited about is this Kaiju number 8 Free Comic Book Day preview. This is actually a manga series that just started up, and it's about group of kaiju cleaners. So like after
Mhm.
you defeat the kaiju, like a cleaning crew goes out. So it follows like this guy who works in the cleaning crew, and he doesn't want to be in the cleaning crew anymore. He wants to be a hero.
He wants to be fighting.
He wants to fight.
He
the
wants to make
kaijus.
the mess, not clean it.
Yes,
Yeah, I
exactly.
got
So
you.
he's trying to go through like
Mhm.
this like training program to become a hero, but of course he's the underdog. It's
Right,
not going
right,
to
right.
happen. But that's just a little bit of what's to come in this. This is going to be a really fun series. It's awesome. Plus, it has a preview of the Sakamoto Days story. This is also a new series that's out. Are you familiar with Way of the House Husband? It was on Netflix.
I am familiar.
The
with
Yakuza.
It's very similar to Yakuza.
Yeah.
Or the game Yakuza. But
Yeah.
no, it's about about a Yakuza who's trying to go straight, like be.
Yeah, he's like married and settled down, so he's
Mhm.
basically living through severe PTSD of his
Mhm.
days in the Yakuza, you
Mhm.
know. So he's like, whenever he cleans, like he's really thorough at it because he's
Alright.
cleaned blood off the floors and stuff.
Oh,
So
okay.
it'll show like PTSD flashbacks and
Oh,
everything.
man.
But
it's
yeah,
like a wholesome story at the end.
it's a whole it's so wholesome and
Okay.
everything. And Sakamoto Days, I don't know if the vibe is going to be as wholesome. I've only flipped through a little bit of it, but it's got that Yakuza kind of
Alright.
yeah, like a settled down man kind of life vibe to it. So this is going to be so much fun to pick up. I think it should be one of your 3 picks that you get from the indies.
Alright.
We're going to go through these a little faster. We're not going to talk about each one. This is another manga preview. It's Blackguard on the front, and then actually what's it called? Wand Dance?
Yeah, Wand Dance is what, or Wand Dance?
Wand Dance.
Definitely not Wand Dance.
Wand Dance.
I said it out loud and I was like, that's not it. That sounds so bad.
That was a little too southern of you.
Maybe it's Wand Dance.
Wand Dance. So you get 2 previews in this, also like a manga series of some sort. So I'm not too familiar with it, but I read a lot of that.
I like that there's manga coming out for Free Comic Day as well.
I think that's really important.
I mean, manga is comic books, and comic books are manga.
Yes.
It's just, you know,
they
American and
influence,
Japanese.
Literally, one influences the others. A lot of American comic book creators, Western culture, like, is very heavily inspired by
My
like
Hero Academia.
Literally, yes, yeah. So those are going to be awesome. I really recommend everyone picking one of those up. The next one is Primos. This is actually a series, an AWA series that has been actively coming out, but they're releasing issue 1, I believe, for Free Comic Book Day to preview. Okay. Yeah.
And so AWA Upshot, they only do 4-issue miniseries, right? And so this being number 1 is a great, you know, chance for everyone to hop onto it.
Because I mean, we both really love AWA Upshot. All of their stories, again, are really self-contained and a lot of fun and very interesting too. So this will be one of your picks here.
All right.
We've got a Buffy Free Comic Book Day.
Everyone loves Buffy. I know it. And the comic people love Buffy.
Oh yeah,
Buffy has been going strong. Let's see, it ended. I don't remember what
this
year.
is actually, funny enough, the 25-year like anniversary edition.
That's what I was gonna point out. Yeah, it's been going strong for 25 years, and like more than half of that at this point has to be through comics.
Yeah,
because the comics have been going on like since it ended. Like since it the show ended, comics never did.
And it's a shame. So I'm 25 years old, so like I literally missed out entirely on Buffy. So it's one of those things that's like such a prized franchise that I've just completely missed out on. But I know there are a lot of Buffy fans, so that's something you want to pick up. There's one I'm really excited about.
Yeah, all right, this is a big one.
It's called the Bone Orchard Mythos Prelude.
Got it. Nailed it.
So this is a new series by Jeff Lemire and Andrea Sorrento.
Those names alone already, Jeff Lemire especially, like, oh man, comic book Jeff Lemire, let's go.
Yeah, they did Gideon Falls together. That's what they're most known for. And then more recently they did that Primordial series together.
Okay.
Yeah. So already with Andrea Sorrento, you know, the art's going to be really like trippy and intense, and this story is going to be very dark. I read it already. And
you already cheated before I did.
Oh yeah, I cheated.
Okay.
Are you familiar with Bag of Bones by Stephen King?
Yes.
Yeah, he goes out to the lake, the writer. This has got that kind of vibe to it. Now, whether the story is going to be anything like this preview or not, I don't know. But this is awesome. I think everyone should grab this.
That's the first one. Before you put that away, I noticed that this is a good time to talk about the logos.
Oh,
for Free
yes.
Comic Day. If you're new to Free Comic Book Day, because there's comics for everybody, some skew more towards adult audiences, some more skew towards, you know, younger audiences. So we have, like with the Buffy one here, typical classic blue Free Comic Book Day logo. That means, you know, they'll have an age down there at the bottom too. Like I know the Dark Crisis DC one has 13 and up. So it's like a younger kid, he would still like it. It's not inappropriate for them, but 13 up is like where they'd really get the most enjoyment out of it. By the way, the blue logo means it's for everyone. That there's nothing too inappropriate. The red means that it's a more adult.
It's mature. It's 18 plus actually, so it's not even 16 plus. It's like it's rated M. So
there's gonna be violence, nudity, all that stuff.
Adult themes.
Be careful, you know, with what if you're bringing your kids out to Free Comic Book Day, which you should, it's a good family affair.
Your kid picks this up one up, and you're like, oh, thanks for picking that out for me.
Yeah, it's
you
like,
can't read that.
Maybe in a couple years, Junior, we'll see.
Yeah.
And we'll show the next kind of logo right here with Doctor Who, and that's
Woo.
the green logo, which is more towards younger kids.
Yeah, younger. I think what's the actual age? Or I guess all ages. So green is all ages.
Yeah, so it's about the same as blue, but I know like green definitely because based on like the few green logo books we have, it's all ages, but it's still younger
for kids. Yeah,
and with Doctor Who's perfect because I don't know if you've watched a little bit of Doctor Who.
Yeah, I've watched the Tennant and the first season for his name.
Eccleston.
Yes, your favorite Doctor.
My favorite. No one forgets his name. He got one season. It was a good run.
Yeah,
but so Doctor Who, it's basically it was like a public access show in Britain. Like it always like it has those more mature themes at times. But it's for younger kids.
Oh yeah,
originally, so that makes sense that would be one of the ones in this.
Yeah, it's a family-friendly sci-fi adventure kind of thing. Yeah. So, but we do have this Free Comic Book Day preview of Doctor Who. Yeah, we do have Bunny Mask Tales series that I have heard of, but I'm not familiar with. So that's coming up.
All right.
This one we never really get to talk about Archie stuff, but here it is.
Archie, the best Archie comic ever.
This is the one.
We're not saying that the comic is.
Yeah.
Now, so if you're an Archie connoisseur, you got to take this because this is the best one ever. I mean, it's like it does encompass everything that people know about Archie. Where it's like, teen drama classic, goofy Archie. Oh, and he's also a musician. Oh, also he's in the future now, and he's in prehistoric, and he's a superhero, and then he's back to just being a good athlete. Because Archie has done everything and been everywhere.
This looks like he's like a space captain of some sort.
Oh, is he? I thought it was a much better. That is a space captain.
Yeah,
it's like space Archie.
Space.
He's in space because Archie.
Why not?
No limits in Archie.
Yeah,
they have done everything, and they'll keep doing it. And I think this is to start up a new Archie comic series.
It's a number 0, so it has to be.
Because we haven't talked about actual Archie in a while. We've talked about Archie books, like the publisher, but not Archie comics, like good old Archie Andrews. Haven't talked about him in a while. So maybe it's like a Riverdale reference or something.
Yeah. So this is definitely one of your picks potentially.
All right.
The next one is a publisher. It's the best of 2000 AD. The publisher. So the thing with this, it's basically like an anthology, like a compilation of some of the best of stories. I guess I don't know if they're newer ones or.
I think they are newer
ones
because I know a big deal is that this is included. One of the first stories in this is a new Judge Dredd story.
That's right. Yes. Yeah. So that's going to be really cool. Definitely a big sci-fi kind of vibe to that. Next up, we have the Teenage Mutant Ninja Turtles Free Comic Book Day, and this is actually a prelude to the Armageddon game one-shot that they came out with.
Yeah, so Armageddon game is a big event that's happening in the Turtles comics soon, or it either started or it's about to start.
Yeah, the one shot's already come out, and everything is kind of gearing towards, I guess, it happening. It's getting a lot darker.
Okay.
Really, really dark. So like I mentioned, because I'm reading Turtles for the first time, the Rat King. I think.
Yes, the Rat King is the villain, and if you're like me, who has seen every animated iteration of like Ninja Turtles, the Rat King's always there, and like those are always more light-hearted takes on Turtles, and the comics are always darker.
Yeah.
So if you want to see how dark we can get with a man who controls rats and how like disgusting,
disgusting is a good word for it. Yeah, it's gonna get really intense, and this is a prelude to it, so you should grab this if you're a Turtles fan. Next up is a cool like synth wave looking one.
Yeah,
it's the Electric Black. So it's kind of got this gunslinger looking fella on the front.
It's like a Stephen King Dark Tower.
Oh yeah, it totally is. Yeah, we got like this dude. That guy looks like Nemesis from Resident Evil.
Yeah, he does.
Yeah, that's pretty crazy.
It's like Nemesis and Doomsday from DC.
Yeah, so this looks cool. Oh, it's called the White Lodge. Isn't that funny?
Oh yeah.
Yeah.
We have the Electric Black and the White Lodge.
Oh yeah. Interesting. So I'm gonna read that. Yeah. For Stranger Things fans, we have the Free Comic Book Day Stranger Things. The series is about to come out.
It's about to come back. It's coming back pretty soon.
Very soon.
They split the new season into 2 parts.
Yeah, they did.
That's even more. It's like it's not more Stranger Things. Just you have to wait.
Yeah,
more waiting.
They're really good at that whole like not even teasing, but just like
the carrot and the stick.
Yeah, that's really good. Yeah, they're good at that. So this Free Comic Book Day, I'm sure it's gonna be really relevant to what's coming out.
Oh
so
yeah, for sure.
This next one, Captain Underpants, Dogman, and Cat Kid right here. So this is obviously an all ages one. If you're not familiar with Captain Underpants or any of these characters, Dave Pilkey,
then you had a different childhood.
Then you literally had a different child. This was like my introduction to comic books growing up. I didn't have Dogman or Cat Kid. They're pretty new. But Captain Underpants, like that's what we read.
Yeah, of
growing
course.
up.
I read a lot of Captain Underpants, and then I didn't think about him for years. And then that movie came out.
Yeah.
I was in that theater, surrounded by a bunch of children. Like, I'm watching this.
Let me tell you, he is still going strong because I worked for a long time as a director of a kids section in a bookstore. And Captain Underpants, there are parents still picking it up and being like, "This is not a real book. You cannot have this." It's like, listen, this is going to be real important for your kid one day.
Yeah, man, they need it. You gotta get the kids what they want.
Yes,
not all the time. But treat them.
Treat them. Yeah,
especially by that free comic day, you treat the kids.
And this is a really fun way to get into reading if your kid is very apprehensive towards reading. So it's a very popular series. I'm actually like thrilled that we have this for Free Comic Book Day. So yeah, I think that is going to be a good one for your kids or yourself. This one is another like anthology for Valiant. The 22 year of Valiant. Yeah, so it's going to have
Bloodshot, Archer and Armstrong, Ninjak, and
more. Whoa, crazy. So that's going to be
if you're a fan of Valiant comics, then remember when they were king of the world, then get that.
So we've got Barbaric next, number 1. Again, this is a number 1 for a series that's already established, I believe. Because we've talked about Barbaric before, I think, on the show.
Perhaps.
I know he's a dude that is happening currently. So this is probably to get you into the series if you've not been introduced to it. Yeah, because he's got the axe that like talks.
I don't remember this at all.
You remember this at all?
No. No, I'm interested though. What?
Yeah, it's gonna be cool.
I think we talked about this before. I think this might be a newer series.
Maybe it is. Yeah, because I remember talking to someone about his axe. But
what's the art look like in this? Oh, yeah.
Really cool.
Nothing I can show on.
No, it's gonna be
real
video, gory. This next one, these next two are like adults, mature audiences. This is the Incall Universe. So the Incall is a science fiction series like illustrated by Mobius and written by Jodorowsky. Yeah. So it's a classic story.
Okay.
And what they're about to do, I read something in here about the potential for a movie for it.
Okay.
But they're opening up their own like MCU, but like to this universe basically.
I heard Taika Waititi is like pegged to do the movie.
The movie, yeah, I believe so.
I mean, have you seen any of his movies?
He did the Guardians of the Galaxy.
He did Thor Ragnarok.
Okay.
He's doing the new Thor. And outside of his Marvel stuff, he did Jojo Rabbit.
Oh, okay. I have heard that. Yeah, that's right. I don't know why I was thinking Guardians. That's James Gunn, isn't it?
Yeah.
Okay. I'm here. I'm back.
Thor and the Guardians, they
kind of like that.
Yeah. Like they're hanging around. The Guardians going to be in the new Thor movie.
Oh, that's cool.
So
that makes sense. He's going to do a really good job then, just based off of that, because it is a very, very science fiction kind of story. So yeah, this is going to be the introduction to a new universe. I think it has 3 different stories in it. So I'm definitely getting this. For mature readers. So if you're into that or love that series, you should get it. Last one, everybody. It's the Free Comic Book Day of Nottingham. This is a series that I know has been running for a minute or two. Apparently, it's incredible.
Really?
Yeah. I think it's a couple issues in.
I think I've heard that. I didn't even think of this something because like it is like a Robin Hood type thing.
I believe so.
I believe it's someone described it as Robin Hood, but like from the perspective of the sheriff.
Oh, okay. Yeah, that kind of checks out. This is a really cool like preview, I guess, or maybe it's a prelude of some sort. I know a lot of people are reading this series. I know a lot of people are going to get this, and that's something to say too. You need to get here early if you want any of these books we're talking about,
because we Marvel and DC, we got plenty. Everyone will get them. You guys are good. For any of these indies that like look interesting to you, or the ones that we didn't even get to show on the show or on the episode today, then you gotta get here quick because they might come and go.
Yes.
We don't have a lot for the indies, a lot of these books. And
Yeah, it's gonna be first come, first serve. Actually, we have a fancy banner to put on the screen. Whoa. Crazy. So 11 a.m. at both Anderson here in Greenville.
Yeah, feel free to line up at the door beforehand.
I will be in Greenville. So
I will be in Anderson.
Yeah, so you can say hi to us. That's exciting.
If you're a fan of the show, then feel free to tell either of us if you go to either location.
It will make us happy and make me go, oh.
Yeah, she'll be like, don't talk about it,
Don't talk about it.
And I'll be like, tell me more.
Yeah.
Let's talk.
It's a fun dynamic there.
Yeah.
But yeah, get here early because these indie titles specifically, people are going to snatch them up fast. So, and even potentially with the Marvel and DC stuff, we have a lot, but it's not to say that they won't go. We're going to be really busy.
It's going to be busy. It's going to be a busy day. It's going to be a fun day.
I'm really excited for it.
It's going to be a whole event.
Yeah.
And, I haven't gotten to work one of these before, but I'm excited.
I'm excited for the conversations and the people we're going to see, regulars and not regulars. You
know? Man. And like just the amount of people who will be getting into comics for the first time because of Saturday. Man, that's exciting.
It makes my heart warm for sure. Yeah, it's going to be beautiful.
Man, because comics rule.
Comics rule,
Comics
dude.
rule, dude. You know,
That's right.
it's like my
The tagline there.
I'm gonna keep forcing that catchphrase until someone agrees
Until,
with me.
yeah.
Until someone says it's
Well,
good.
who can say it's not good?
Yeah, right?
But, well, I guess we need to say goodbye
Yeah,
now.
so we will sign off here, and we will see you guys, as always, next week on the Planet Comics YouTube, or the Comic Talk YouTube channel, and the Planet Comics Facebook page, all those different social media pages. And until then, next time,
See you Saturday.
see ya.
Goodbye.